Hey everybody, I'm sure that you thought, oh my gosh, when is she going to go live today and give us our next assignment? Or you may be thinking, oh my gosh, so that first assignment, yeah, that's a lot. And I don't know that I'm ready for this. But you are. I was listening to some other training a bit ago. And I was thinking of all the time I studied, all the time and effort I put in to become a nurse, all the time and effort I put in to become a nurse practitioner, and all the time and effort I've clocked in and out at a place that doesn't really appreciate me. And think about all that time. If you have been putting in the time and effort in doing what you're doing right now, sister, you have time for this. And it's a lot. It is a lot. But once you set up this plan, once you create your post, once you create what you're going to say, once you take your pictures, once you start posting and you start having this same rhythm and you do it every single month, if you have a plan, which I talked about in the last video, guys, that's it. You're creating a system and you do it every single month, and that's it. You know what's coming. You know what you're looking forward to. You know when your groups are, and you stick with it month in and month out. That's what we do, and that's how I would much rather do this and figure out how to do this than continue to clock in and build someone else's dream. And so I want to share with you today a little bit about why it's so important to start sharing your story on social media. And this is another scary topic. It really is. But I want to give you some tough love. If you're scared or you're nervous about sharing your story on social media, get over it. You have to get over that right now. Because I'm here to tell you, if you invite people to join you who don't know you, they're not going to connect with you. And they may buy a challenge pack, and that's great, but then what? They don't know you. They're not going to be able to connect with you, and they're not going to stay with you. And the whole point of what we do as coaches is to build a tribe, build a community. Of course, we're not going to be able to help everyone, but I don't know about you. The people that I help, I want to connect with them on a deeper level, connect with them as soul sisters. And the only way to do that is to share who I am. So if you have not been sharing consistently who you are in social media, today's the day to start doing that. And I get it. It's a little scary. And there's even some parts of my story that I'm like, I really don't share that much. But I have intentionally been sharing how fearful I was to become a mother when I see my children, and how grateful I am of my marriage struggles, of my body image issues. Guys, we need to be sharing everything that we can on social media to give people a glimpse into our world. And so that is going to be your challenge. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. So if you're willing to go there, to get out of your comfort zone and actually go there, go to that place of sharing your story, kind of like a reality TV show. I'm not talking about sharing drama. I'm not talking about sharing everything about your kids. I'm not talking about doing stuff that makes you feel weird. No, it's going to feel a little uncomfortable, but I'm just talking about your journey, your health and fitness journey, your anything that you do feel comfortable sharing with your kids, and how they're part of your effort of being healthy. Are you kidding me? My kids are in a lot of my stuff because they're part of this. I'm working hard to build a legacy for them. I'm working hard so that they can benefit, and I want to leave a healthy legacy. So of course they're part of that. Our shake recipes, they drink a shake with me every day, so I post a lot about that. But you need to be mindful of what you're doing every day that's contributing to your journey. And if you're willing to go down that path, to be a positive light, you don't need to be sharing your sob stories and your all the negative stuff all the time on social media. I'm saying it's okay to share if you're having anxiety or you're feeling like, for me, if I'm struggling, I usually share that, but I say I'm not letting this kick me down. And you know what I'm doing to fight this? I'm doing my workout, I'm doing my time with Jesus, my personal development, and I'm working on building my team. Because you guys, my team, my challengers, you guys keep that blood pumping in me. And so that's what you have to share. If you're having a bad day, you just share that. So, okay, if you're willing to go here with me, if you're willing to start diligently and consistently sharing your story, I promise you things are going to change in your business. I promise they're going to change. So give me that in the comments below right now that says, and I wrote it down because you've got a couple assignments today, is I will show up 3 times a day, every day. I want you to comment that right now. Declare, I will show up 3 times a day, every day. And the reason is like I told you, because people have to build trust with you. You know of companies and people who are blasting these products all over social media. Sure, they're probably making a bunch of sales because people are interested, especially the newer stuff that's out there. But are they creating a business of longevity? What happens when those products go away? Well, they're not building relationships. They're not actually providing value to a lot of people. Yeah, they could be providing value now, but what about long term? Guys, we have something that's providing value long term. So I want you to recognize that you don't want to be that salesy person. You don't want to be that person that is posting images of our workouts. You don't want to be the person who's forcing Shakeology in people's faces and say, try this, it's going to change your life. Show them that it's going to change their life. Show them that it's going to change their life. Do not tell them and try to convince them, but show them. So if you've been posting a lot of product-based pictures, it's not a good idea. Guys, it's not a good idea. I'm not saying that when you talk in the comments about these things, you can mention the products. I usually say what workout I'm doing. I usually list my ingredients in my Shakeology recipes often. I'm not saying you don't mention what products we're using. What I'm saying is you're not blasting it in people's faces. So what I want you to do is I want you to commit to doing 3 posts today. And I know that it's already 3 p.m., but there's still, you make every 2 hours, you can do a post, but don't be salesy with the post. So here's some ideas. Your fitness. If you've already gotten your workout in and you did not post about it, guess what? I need you to post about it some way, shape, or form. Let it be a quote. You can actually combine your positive quote, daily personal development quote with your fitness quote and say, I am starting over today. And I didn't feel like it. I didn't want to do this. I'm a little embarrassed because I've been coaching, but today is the day. So you need to come up with 3 different posts that you need to do today. Starting today, every day, you're going to do 3 posts. One of them has to be about your workout. One of your posts, hey Brandy, how are you, sister? One of the posts has to be about your workout. And what's even better is if you can do a live video. And I know that that's really, really scary for a lot of you guys, but live video is how we connect. That's how we hear voices, we connect with personality, we connect with words. And if you're hiding behind the screen with putting up pictures, sometimes that makes people feel very disconnected. So if you've not done live video, I highly, highly encourage you to start doing your workout with live video, or your personal development encouragement post with live video. Those are 2 different options that you can do. And I know it's scary, but what I'm going to tell you is get over it, because I love you and because there's so many people that need your help. They don't need my help, they need your help. And the only way is if you show up every single day, 3 times a day, giving people value. So you're going to post about your workout, one of those posts, and you're going to say how you felt before you worked out. Or the next day, you're going to say how you felt after you worked out. Or you're going to say, okay, I've been doing this for this long, and this is what's happened with my body, or this is what's happened with my mind. Or you're going to give a shout out to yourself of a positive victory, or you're going to give a post about how you thought you would get better results by now, and you're really frustrated, but you're not going to give up because you have a legacy to leave and you don't quit. Or you're going to give recognition to a teammate. Do we have teammates on our challenge groups that are rocking their journey? Give them a shout out on your page and say, this is my sister so-and-so, and she's been doing amazing in our online challenge groups. You can even throw in a call to action to say, who the heck wants to have this type of transformation with her and with me? I'm looking for other women. So that's a fitness idea. Then your second one is your nutrition. You don't need to be blasting Facebook with Shakeology. I'm telling you, if you post Shakeology on Facebook, most of the time, people are going to think all you're trying to do is sell it. They don't get it. They don't get that it's a different shake than any other shake in the world. They don't get that. So share a recipe, share the content that we have new maca green tea in there. Share that we have the maca. Share how it's making you feel. Share when you're drinking it and why you're drinking it at that time. I always post a lot of times in the afternoon and say, this is my afternoon pick-me-up. This is my thing that keeps me from grabbing for junk food. So be unique to you and share you, because that's where someone else is going to say, dang, that sounds like me, wanting to grab for that junk, and this is an alternative to that. And then they may message you and say, hey, tell me a little more about that. So your nutrition, the other piece of that is your food. What are you eating on a daily basis? That's a really great accountability tool for us, is posting our food. I do try my best to share recipes a couple of times a week. I've posted like the ranch recipe I did last week, or I'm doing my bone broth, or I posted a long video on the benefits of apple cider vinegar. Whatever you're doing specifically in your life, don't make it about you. Post it how it can be beneficial for someone else. That's what all of these posts are about. Speak to you in the post, the old you or the you now, and speak value into that post. So you're going to have to put a little thought into it. Your third post of the day, and it could be anytime. You can do your fitness right after you're done. You can do your personal development post, which is this third one I'm talking about. Personal development, spiritual development. This is a super, super easy way to be the positive light that we are as Beachbody coaches on your social media. So you have the opportunity to be the light that someone needs that day. I get messages all the time, praise the Lord, because that is one of my biggest things, that I want to create a positive influence for other people through Jesus. And I want to share him to other people. So I do my daily quote post, and I get a lot of comments on those or messages about those. So whatever you've learned that morning, don't just blast up a copy of a quote. Create your own quote, or put a quote on top of your photo. Be unique in you. Don't take something from someone else and expect other people to resonate with it. Be you and use a quote that you made, or put words on a picture of you, and it represents you. So be mindful of those things. But you have if you're reading your personal development, which we're going to talk about another day this week, you have something positive to share. If you're doing daily scripture reading and writing, you have something positive to share. So you have what you need right in front of you. Just like the declaration that I said in the very beginning, I had you write. You have all the tools that you need. You have you. You have our trainings. You have, if you're the personal development, you have the workouts. You have all that you need to be successful in this business, but it's about taking action. So your assignment today is to post in the comments, I will show up 3 times a day, every day from here on out. Even when I don't want to, even when I don't feel like it, you can find something positive. And even if it's not positive, you're going to dig yourself out of that and post 3 times a day. Share a little bit about your life. Don't be salesy. If the post feels icky, we'll change it, or post here in the group and let us critique it and help you figure out what you need to post. And then your second assignment is, I want you to take a screenshot of all 3 of your posts starting today for the rest of the week. If you want to go ahead and pre-schedule and pre-make your post, perfect. Do it. I create my scheduled post all the time, every week. My quotes, guys, I have a calendar that I follow every single week. So I already create these posts every morning. And then as I'm doing my devotion, then I'll type it out and I'll push send. Like, it's all done and I don't have to think about it. My workouts, well, I already know what they're going to be. You should know what they're going to be if you're following the calendar. So this is not complicated, but it's going to take some thought. And like I said in the beginning, I would rather put some time and effort and thought into building my dream, into leaving a legacy for my family, than to clocking in every day and building someone else's dream. That little extra time and effort, Mama, it is worth it. It is worth this. You are worth this, and your family is worth this. So retrain your brain. Think about, yeah, this is kind of hard. This is a little daunting. This is a little scary. But I can promise you the rewards of doing this for you and your family are much greater than you could ever imagine. And so Guys, let me know you're here. Let me know that you're in this, and I will look forward to seeing your post 3 times a day, every day. Commit to it. You can do this, all right? Okay, if you have questions, please post them here in this group, and I look forward to reviewing, helping you with your post. I'm here for you, however, with whatever you need, and let me know how I can help. Okay, bye guys.